Hey guys, look at my eyeball. Why? Oh my god, it's so uncomfortable. Like, very irritating. Okay, I need to woke. Oh my goodness, aren't I so adorable today? Aw, how cute. I need a tree. Oh, yes. We're just gonna. Oh, hello, my love. Oh my goodness, I need you in my life. I need you. Probably gonna mess my dress up, leaning like all the way against it. My eyeball keeps trying to close itself. It does not like the sunshine. Oh my word. Just gonna sit here for a minute. I've come to y'all today. Like I have to try to start figuring out how to tell my story. So I know that it's gonna help people. I know that it's gonna help me. And I know that that's what God wants me to do. So, with all those things considered, why? Maybe it don't sound like it's moving. Oh, dang. I really thought that was going to be a fire truck and it was an ambulance. Man, it's a beautiful day. Sorry, Mr. Ant. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? Oh my gosh, y'all. I need me back. I've been struggling to find her. Changing the thoughts in your mind. Changing the thoughts in your mind. You are beautiful and you are worthy. You are strong. So sick of being fucking strong. I can't just put that out there for the collective. Like, yeah, good job. I'm proud of you. You're strong, unlike any other. But fuck, you shouldn't have to be all the time. Like, okay, we figured it out. Now could I just not have to be for a minute? That'd be awesome. Like, to exist in my femininity is something I definitely have never experienced being in it fully. I've started trying to go into the softness. It's hard to be there for very long though. Like, we're talking minutes. I want to get to like weeks. How is it? I can't remember how I used to do this. Oh yeah, and then you just keep going around. Oh yeah. Y'all better let me know if anybody comes creeping up behind me. This is the home bum park for sure. Dang it. Ooh, there we go. Oh, can y'all see? Oh, yay, people are talking to me. Do you see my flowers? Ingalls always puts like a bouquet of flowers in the women's bathroom, and I just act like I think that it's there for me to decorate myself. I cannot see. Hold on, let me turn my brightness up. Hello? Oh, brightness is all the way up. Dude, this eyeball. Oh my god, I remember. Oh, I can't see your name. I probably remember you. Fuck. I need all caps, y'all. Y'all know how we roll around here. Oh my goodness, somebody thinks I'm adorable, I think. I need all caps, y'all. What are we doing? You know my eyes are no bueno. How are we doing today? Dude, that's all I needed was somebody to talk to me. She gets real lonely. Yes. Ooh. See? Look. Yes. Yes. All caps just like that. Good job. I'll do the rest of it like that. I have very poor vision. And I don't know why, but the lowercase letters make my brain like twitch real bad. Oh. How did you, what? How'd you just slip out of there? Get back in. Yes, that's where you belong. Oh, it's been a while since I've been on. I kind of went downtown. Like that's what we say when we talk about depression in my world, which is just me out here in the world. Um, oh no, do that one. I've been doing a lot of like working on myself, but just have let fear and self-doubt take over again and started feeling like maybe I wasn't meant for the world. But no, that is not true. I am meant for the world. The world is meant for me. The world is meant for all of us. Let people come in and fuck my energy all up. I keep fucking falling for the bullshit. One of these days, somebody's gonna come say some shit and actually be real and legit. And their claims of love will fucking be real. I don't know. Maybe one day. It won't be to just steal my fucking energy for themselves. Ooh, we're starting to get there. Oh my god, kittens! Aw, Dexter, Panda, Trixie, Wolfie, and what? Pommy? What does that say? Pomini? What? Is that what that says? Is there an N in there? Oh gosh, no, I can't get it to stand back up. There we go. How adorable! Aw, I love babies. All the babies. Plant babies, animal babies, human babies. I have a sty on my eye, and it's really uncomfortable. I really do. I've got to figure out how to get out of that house, y'all. Literally. Like, I think he's trying to kill me. And dude, like, his skin is turning black. Like, it's really fucking weird. Ever since I realized what he was doing at night, and like, because he's still, every night he's got his alarm set for 2:45, and he gets up, wraps himself in fabric, starts chanting and humming in front of his altar, and like all of a sudden I will just feel so much weight and like so much complete just distraughtness. Like, I can be asleep, I can be up and happy, like, it don't matter. Like, all of a sudden I am in the deepest, darkest pits of all of my grief and my pain out of nowhere. Sometimes it's been fucking a day and a half, 2 days before I can like get myself. There's been days where I haven't even used the bathroom. I like can't get out. I don't know what the fuck to do anymore. Like, my health has just keeps declining more and more and more. And it's like nothing that like I can prove or show, so can't get a doctor to fucking help me, and can't get a human to fucking believe me. I saw there's a community in, or not a community, it's a in Hawaii there is the words right there in my brain. Oh, there's a hostel in Hawaii that I just found. I think it came up on Facebook, and it was talking about they are seeking someone to come, and you get a bed, you get food, whatever, and work 16 hours a week. 16 hours. And it's probably like all shit that I've either can do, have done my whole life, like cleaning, what. But I mean, I was a property manager for 20 years. I fucking have owned trailer parks. I've built homes. I've remodeled homes. I've cleaned millionaires' houses. I've done millionaires' landscaping design and fucking all that kind of shit. Like everything. And like I've been to multiple countries and have experienced, like, been on the side of like seeking an experience and hoping for an experience on my vacation. And I do know the importance of like tour guides and like, their ability to make it like very interesting and adventurous and whatever, exciting and all that kind of stuff. And also, I'm a bebop bop kind of person. I feel like it would be like the ideal thing for me to do to be able to get out of here, for one, not have to have much to do so. Like, I would have to come up with the fucking flight ticket, or that didn't make sense. Is that how you say it? That's not how you say that, but whatever. Um, but I just have to do the flight, like, and get there, and then I'd be fine. People, and I would have a bed to sleep in, and I would have food to eat, and I wouldn't have to be scared anymore. So I think I'm going to start looking into something like that. Because, like, if I could find something like that I could just do, like, for the season or through the summer or whatever, I mean, that would also be, like, really good content. And, like, my whole, like, mission and desire for this channel and for my life, like, all of it. Like, it just, I feel like it makes so much sense. So I'm going to be looking into that situation. Because, I mean, if I saw one advertised online, I'm sure there's, like, tons. I just got to figure out how one would, like what you would type to find that. Y'all, just ignore the tears. They won't stop right now. It's been like 4 or 5 days. I just can't get them to stop. Dreya has been cloned. What are you talking about? I dyed my hair, y'all, and it's fucking orange, and it is no bueno. Like, I am not a fan. Although a few of y'all have come and left comments like, oh my god, I love it. And I'm like, oh, I used box dye. Oh, Palmini. Oh, no. Sound it out just as it is. God, I can barely see. That is so cute. It was Ashley in here on my fudge. Damien, is that you? Are you the one saying that? I look like Dreya Flintstone. You got me fucked up with that one. Oh my god. I needed that, thank you. Look like Fred Flintstone's wife. Oh goodness. Damn, I should have brought my bowl over here. I'll smoke. I went by the smoke shop yesterday and I had tears in my eyes. I was like, I have $7 to my name and I haven't smoked in 2 fucking weeks. He just grabbed a joint and handed it to me and said, here, just take care of yourself. I like tried to hand him the money. He was like, go feed yourself or something. Smoke and eat in the same day? There's a concept. I went off on my boss for his very wildly inappropriate ways, and they texted me 2 days later and said, oh, things are slowing down, so we don't really need you right now. Oh, yeah. Is that what you're gonna try to say? It's alright, because I wasn't supposed to be there anyway. God told me to stop putting myself where people have abused me. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, fuck, how do I do that? Because everywhere in this fucking town I have suffered. Ooh! Are we almost there? I think we're almost there. Oh, we need like 2 more, I think. Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna take right here. Man, I wish I could have somebody to like just ask me questions. Like podcasts. Ah, man. Dang it. Alright, let's try to go on this side. Oh, no. Ah. Come on. Go in the hole. That's what she said. Y'all thought that's what he said, but that is definitely what she said. That is inappropriate, Dreya. Inappropriate. Ooh. Ooh. 1 more and we did it. I need a good one. Oh, I fucked it. I feel like maybe a sign. If you've sent pictures to somebody of, of you crying because of something that they have done or said to you, and you send them pictures, that's a thing I do. I don't know why. And they collect those pictures, I'm pretty sure that is meant to be a sign. I think that's like they enjoy that. They want more of those pictures. Yay, it is! So now I can close the loop. Oh no. How do I... Ooh, I could just use... There we go, there we go. And if not, prove me wrong. That's all I have to say. You almost got one yesterday. Didn't want to give you the satisfaction. Dang it, I can't get it to go. Come on, buddy. Ooh, 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 there we go. Don't break, okay. And then we will get this one to that one. Oh, I am struggle busing. It's because of my eyeball. I'm blaming it all on my eyeball. Wait, where? Damn it. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come to me. Come to me. Ooh, yay. I'm such a dork. It's on there somewhere. Well, I want to find a mimosa tree. I wonder if there's one in the... I don't think there's one in this park. Just whipping myself. Ooh. It's a pretty strong piece of grass. Hello? Is it me you're looking for? I just don't know. want to look at the tree with me? We'll just lay here together for a second. I am so ready to start living my new life, dude. I don't want to be here in this town anymore, reminding me all the time of everything that was before. And it's like, I don't hate everything before, because, you know, it made me. And it's, I don't, like, I can't blame this town for holding me back. But I think I do. Like, I always, like, try to call people and, like, get people to, like, fucking care or something. And it's like, I gotta figure out how to quit begging people that have shown me that I don't matter to them to matter to them. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. And it's just because I don't want to be alone anymore. Like, when I say alone, like, I literally mean 100% alone. And I am so fucking over it, dude. And that's how I keep getting myself back in these situations where I keep getting hurt again. Because I'm just like, I can't keep just fucking not having human contact at all. Like, it is not good for me. And it's like, yeah, I know you're not supposed to need people to be okay or to be happy. And I don't necessarily need anyone to do that for me or fulfill that for me. I used to. I've done a lot of work to heal that. A lot of work. And I guess it's really challenging to figure out what parts have yet to still be healed or fixed or whatever, and what parts are just, like, okay to be that way. I just want to help people find themselves, find the love in them, help people get away from abusers and see the abuse. Oftentimes we've been formed in such a way that we're meant to be designed for the people around us so that they can abuse us without us ever even knowing that's what's happening. And how some of them have been so good at it that nobody will confirm that it is abuse or believe that it was, or the manipulation tactics of people is like, literally, I don't know that there's many people that don't just actively manipulate in every move that they make. And I'm really finding that if there are spirits or demons or whatever you want to call them, like, I don't know, I'm trying to understand this more and more. This whole concept of, like, spirits, like, being, like, moving around and who they're gonna be able to use to get to you. Because I know that happens. I know that's happening in one person. And, like, he won't see it. And it's like, it's weird because it's like, I don't know. I feel like maybe it's, I too much need to be able to prove things, whether that be to myself or to other people. A lot of the times it's just to myself. And I don't know why I desire to have that so badly. Like, it's hard for me to just be like, oh shit, that makes sense. Bam, locked in. That's knowledge. My brain's like, ooh, that makes sense. But okay, so what about from this way or that way or this perspective or that perspective? Let me dissect the fuck out of everything. Okay, so whew, I'm just gonna try to do it. And I'm sorry, but I probably won't be able to look at the screen very much. But I'm gonna try to tell my story. Not good that I'm already crying. So, why I find myself in the place and position I am in right now. At 41 years old, I have not had a home that I can call a home since February 10th of 2023. Oh, fuck. That's interesting. I never. It was February 10th, the day before my birthday, when the cops came to remove me out of my apartment. I fought my landlord in court. I went. I'm in one of the direct hit places for Hurricane Helene. And my job was washed away. My car was repoed the day before the hurricane came. It came on a Thursday morning. My car was repoed on Wednesday. The hurricane came. I was getting paid on Friday. I'm going to go get my car. I knew it was going to get repoed. I mean, I was hoping that it wasn't and that I'd be able to pay my bill by Friday. But nonetheless, it was repoed. And then the hurricane came. And we had there was no cell service, no internet, nothing for 16 days, I think, 16 or 17 days. No power for 14 days, no water for like 20 something days. So there was no way for me to, by the time I was able to contact the place that had gotten my car, it had already, whatever, it was all done. I had to use that paycheck to fucking survive, like, walking, a couple miles to the store or whatever. So, once I was able to get service and call them, whatever, my car was gone. So, this was all, September, into September. So, by November 1st, my landlord had put an eviction letter on my front door, and then I fought her in court till February. Really, I was doing it just to be able to try to get more time. And I mean, actually, I was like injured in that apartment due to their negligence. I'm missing some syllables there, but the bathroom cabinet fucking came down on me, like over 100-pound cabinet, and like I haven't been able to walk right since. Like my hip's been fucked up since. But going through the whole getting a lawyer and fighting for myself was still that was a very, very new concept at that point. I mean, fuck, my awakening started October. No. My awakening started the beginning of September 2023. And then my mom died October 2023. And then February 2024, I was removed out of my apartment. Like, my mom fucking died. I started getting really, really sick in September that year. God, has it been almost 3 years now? At that point, it was the second week of September. No, maybe that was the next year. Yeah, that was 2024. I started getting sick. So was it 20? Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, I just went all over the place. My bad. Okay, backtrack. Let's fucking start from the beginning. Why not? Oh, we'll be here a hot minute. I come from both sides of my bloodline have been and are still yet to be areas in which it's almost as if I feel like I need to do like research on my bloodlines or something. They've always been racist as fuck. And so I've always had like that issue with them because I don't understand it at all. Like, at all. My mother was very, very racist. I grew up with like the slang terms or what it, like all the whatever, like all of them. And I heard like uh, all these names for people that were different than us. Like, that's all I ever knew. So once I had gotten to like middle school, it was like, I can't remember what I used. And somebody looked at me and was like, "What the fuck did you just say?" And I was like, what did I just say?" I can't remember which one it was. And they were like, "That's the most racist fucking shit," and like went off on me. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." I like literally had no idea. I'm like, that's the moment I really realized like how fucked up things were in my life that I hadn't really understood to fucked up, I guess. So I went to 26 different schools. Well, not different. Some of them I went back for a second round, I guess. And no, not a military brat. Mm, drunk whore mom. Nah, fuck, I shouldn't say that. I will. When my mom died, the first thing that came to my brain, and I was like, wait, what? Well, maybe not the first thing. I mean, it was like after her funeral. And I just got this like overwhelmingly deep, like intense, like body heated up type feeling. And all I heard was she had to die for me to thrive, or for you to thrive. She had to die for you to thrive. And I heard it like 5 times back to back to back. And I was bawling my eyes out. And then it just hit me, and I was like, dude, what if that's because she had to be able to be over there to assist me as I throve? How do you say? Ah, that's not a word. But I don't know if that makes sense. But now that now that I've come to the knowing and remembrance that I chose to come here and I chose to go through everything that I've been through. And I'm still really not fully understanding the whole like like we chose all this for ourselves because we wanted to learn, X, Y, and Z or whatever. But then also like we didn't choose the actual situations. So I'm thinking what it is like we knew we wanted to learn A, B, and C lessons. And so then we were provided with the experience to learn the lesson, and depending on if we learned it or not the first time, that's why the experience continues to happen throughout your life until you actually learn the lesson. And that kind of makes a lot of sense to me because there's been a lot of times where I'm like, oh my fuck, why does this feel like oddly familiar? Not like a deja vu type thing, but like a why does this experience feel like it's happened before, but not the actual experience, only the feelings that I was left with after said experience. So much so that it made me realize that it was one of those things. It was one of those, well, fuck, you haven't learned the lesson, and we've thrown it at you in this way so many times. You haven't fucking learned, bitch, so we're going to come at you from another angle and see if you can scoop it up then. And I'm like, oh, snap, yeah, here, let me grab that. Alright, so Mom and Dad met in 84. We ain't gonna go that crazy with it, but I was born February 11th, 1985. We were having a blizzard here, apparently. Dr. Love is the doctor that brought me into the world. Hello, I am just making that connection right now. I am Love, and Dr. Love brought me into the world. That's funny. So, my mom had always told me my entire life, as long as I can remember, like pretty much one of my first memories is my mother telling me while having a really bad panic attack. She used to, anytime we like had to go to a store or she had to come to my school, like anything was like going to have to speak to someone that she didn't know, she'd have full fucking panic attack. Like when I tell you, she would break out in hives all over her entire body, would just be red swollen hives. She'd be fucking just sitting there puking like on herself in the driver's seat, like real bad. And that was my whole life. We're gonna try to walk. Actually, I'm gonna put my shoes in the car. That was my whole entire life. So she always told me that she couldn't live life. She didn't want to live life anymore if she had to do it without a best friend and without, like if she didn't have somebody take care of her, she wouldn't be able to do it anymore. Now, mind you, this is her married to my father, and she's saying these things. So, ooh, that concrete is my toesies. Ooh, I'm going to take the main key off this key ring so I can just throw it in the drawer. Just a second. So, ooh, dang, it's hot in here. Let me just crack these windows. So, really, I think I gotta go even further back. I mean, might as well. So, we'll go back to my grandparents. We'll just put it out there. I am a like my grandparents were first cousins. Um, and very recently, I have discovered what I think to be a actual legit, like deep seated, rooted fucking thing in my bloodline that I almost feel like I have to get away from here to really be able to go into the depths of it to discover the brutality of it in my bloodline. So, when my grandmother was 15 years old, we come from upstate New York. My great grandma had 150 acres up in upstate New York, farmland, whatever. She did the whole, like, the cows and the milk and the goats and all that. She, let's see. So, my great grandfather, I don't fully know all the whole story because in my family you don't question things. Like, God says this is how something should be to the older ones, and so that's how it is, and you don't question it. It's really awful shit. That's why religion and everything has really taken over and fucked a lot of people in this world, and is part of my reason for being, I'm pretty sure. So my great grandmother was married to a man that gave her 11 babies. I think one of my grandma's brothers killed himself when he was like in his 20s. I'm pretty sure 20s. I think he had a small child whenever it happened or whatever. So, like, you know, further down the line, like when I came into the world, there was 10 of, like, you know, including my grandma. So great grandma, her husband, I don't know what he did for work, but I know he would like come knock her up and then dip out and be gone, and then come back the next winter and knock her up, whatever. She ran the whole farm, all the land, everything was her and the kids, from what I understand. The part where I get confused is that he is the one that my grandpa spoke to that day, which is where we're getting to. So, and Mimi is my grandma. When Mimi was 15 years old, she said that they were all outside doing the farm chores or whatever, and there was this strange man who was 31 years old that came walking up the driveway, very long driveway. So all the kids are running, Dad, somebody's here, blah, blah, blah. So Mimi says that she was in the chicken coop gathering eggs, and that guy was like, hey, I'm looking for, I can't remember my great grandpa's name, but said his full name. Kids were like, oh, he's in the shop. So about this time, here comes Mimi out of the chicken coop, and she says that she locked eyes with this man, and she knew in that moment that that was her husband, and, you know, whatever. So this man, she's 15. This man is 31. He walks up and he says, hello, sir, blah, blah, blah. I am Marvin Thomas. My father is blah, blah, blah. I was adopted when I was 7 years old and went and lived in Kansas, and I'm trying to find my family. So my great grandpa goes, oh, yeah, that's my brother. And oh, okay, we're family. Wow, okay, whatever. So, long story short, somehow my grandma and this fucking 30, my grandpa, this 31-year-old man, they realize and are informed in this moment that they are first cousins. This man is 31. She's 15 years old. I get that times were different back then, but it, it this is part of what I think I've discovered about my bloodline. Is a very prominent piece of the puzzle, I've realized. So, against the family, against her siblings, apparently her brothers like wanted to kill him, blah blah blah. They went to the church and spoke with the preacher and they prayed about it and everything, and God said yes, they are supposed to be together. And against the family and everything, they had to go to a different town to get married because the town wouldn't marry them. So they went to a different town to get married, where they found a preacher that said, oh yeah, y'all are meant to be together or whatever. So they fucking get married, and then they have 4 kids by the time my grandma was 21. There's 4 kids. My mom was the youngest. Brian, Marlita, Melinda, then Melanie, which is Aunt Mo in my life, was born with severe health issues. Was in the hospital for like months and months when she was first born. She's born with like 1 kidney and like all sorts of health issues, you know, asthma, all this shit. Esophagus was fucked up, like I don't know. So my grandma at this time is 20 years old, married to a 34-year-old man that is her first cousin, taking care of 2 toddlers and a baby that is like about to die every second. And 10 and a half months later, she pops out my mom. Like, no, 11 and a half months later. My mom and Aunt Mo were born 11 and a half months apart, or like they're 4 days apart, 4 days shy of 1 year. And then they died 10 and a half months apart. I really think my mom died partly from a broken heart because her sister died. So they had their kids. They were up there for a while. Then there was a calling on his heart to become a preacher. So they packed everything they own and moved down here to North Carolina so he could go to the Christian Bible College or whatever here. And they did. He came, became a preacher, raised their kids here. And my mom, and so Uncle Brian, military, he retired like 10 years ago. They moved back here, whatever. He's, you know, from what it seemed, he was a very, you know, like had his shit together and fucking did the thing, whatever. Aunt Marlita, same thing, got married, had 4 kids of her own, seemingly was, you know, doing well. Then my mom and Aunt Mo, they were 18 and 19, I think. And they met my dad and Uncle Conrad. I think like Conrad and Dad, well, his name is Frank. I don't know why we always called him by his last name. But they were friends in a car. It was like back in the day, like people used to be on like Patton Avenue and like you like drive and then you do a U-E and you drive and you do a U-E until cute people see cute people. Oh, pull over in the parking lot. And then they all hang out in the parking lot. So that's how Mom and Aunt Mo met the guys. And I think seemingly they pretty much progressed in those relationships like pretty like similarly in the got married, got pregnant. So they got pregnant with me and Joanna. We were born 10 days apart. So she has always been like my sister. I mean, we've always called each other sister or whatever. Um, so they had us, and then my Joanna was like a miracle baby because, as I was just saying, like her mom like wasn't even supposed to live, and she definitely wasn't supposed to have kids, and she had Joanna. And then 15 months later, my mom had Brad, my little brother, which I have two others half siblings as well. Um, and my mom always told me, that was my point. Okay, so like as young as I can remember, my mom has always told me that she had me because she needed a best friend and she needed somebody to take care of the cashier, talk to the cashier, whatever. And like that was my reason for being here. 100% is because she didn't want to live anymore unless if she had a best friend and had somebody to like help take care of her. Um, and then my brother, she told me, and this was like later in life, she told me that after having me, she really thought that that was going to fix everything in her, that she was going to have her baby and whatever. And then, you know, shy of a 6 months, she realized, like, this ain't it, whatever, maybe another one or something. So she stopped taking her birth control secretly and got knocked up again. And so Brad came 15 months younger than me. It's always been a very big thing for me, in me, to understand my mom's side, I guess, and my dad's side. Um, I guess probably more so because they always, it was always a your mom, your dad, your mom, your dad. Like, I fucking hated that shit so much. Like, my mom was worthless and blah, 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 and I need to get away from her, and my dad was controlling, blah, 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 all this shit, whatever. So, anywho, they separated. My mom, I supposedly cheated on my dad, took off, whatever. And I think I was 3. I think Brad was a year and a half, and I was 3. And so they separated. And my mom was very quickly a drunk drug addict, essentially, for the rest of her days from that time. Um, so from my understanding, my mom and dad fought in court for almost a year, as to who would get custody or whatever. And according to my dad, my grandma, my mom's mom, Mimi, said, like, she, I guess, came to his lawyers and like they had a whole thing, and Mimi was gonna tell the truth and all this shit, and it was gonna make it to where my dad got custody of us. And then he says, like, last minute, I guess she changed her mind and she got up on the stand and said the complete opposite of what she said she was gonna say, which ended up my mom getting custody of us. So, my dad, I think it was the day that he found out that my mom got custody. He said he went to the gas station. He had never, supposedly, he had never smoked a cigarette, drank alcohol, nothing in his whole life. Lost custody of us and went to the gas station and bought alcohol And when he walked outside, there was a lady sitting on the sidewalk who looked like kind of rough, supposedly, and was crying. He asked her, "What's up?" Long story short, that's my fucking stepmom now. So, and she has hated me my whole life. I'm the physical spitting image of my mother. So I guess like she could never, like, she couldn't handle that or whatever. I don't know. So there starts my life of moving every 3 to 6 months, seeing my mom being raped, being beaten, me having things done to me, my brother having things done to him. Went to every elementary school in this town. Then, let's see, second half of third grade was Mary Esther, Florida. First half of fourth grade, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Second half of fourth grade, back to Florida. Fifth grade, Paoli, Indiana. No, Kentucky. And then second half of fifth grade, Paoli, Indiana. And then all of sixth grade there. And at this time, I started playing the saxophone when I got there in fifth grade. I was first chair, that's all I fucking ever wanted to do was be playing my sax. Like, it helped me get away. I fucking love the sax. And that was definitely, I'm one of those that's like uphill both ways in the snow, fucking lugging a saxophone. Like, that's what it really felt like. I lived a mile from the school and I had to walk to and from school every day. And, we didn't have well, I think we did have lockers, but we had homework every single night out of our textbooks. So your locker was more for like during the day to be able to drop your shit so you didn't have to carry it all day long through school. But you always were carrying home like 120 pounds of fucking textbooks. I swear. Like, I wish I could go back and just weigh one of our backpacks, y'all. Because, I mean, we all sit here and wonder why the fuck we got back problems so bad at 40. It's like, dude, because our bodies that we're trying to grow up were being weighed the fuck down by all these textbooks. It's ridiculous. I remember Ro having to come home a couple times with a textbook. Can you believe they made us carry this? I'm like, dude, it's like the size of a normal book. Are you fucking kidding me? We had like textbooks like that shit is. No, thank you. They were like 20 pounds a piece. But, and then, and my mom had, okay, so how we ended up in all these different places is my mom would go, I guess, to like the bars, and she would find somebody that would let us live with them, I guess. And then, I'd get woken up in the middle of the night to mom being all bloody and distraught and grab your bag, we're out. And I'm like, Mom, not again. You promised we get to stay this time. Like, I had gotten to the point in myself where I just didn't, like, I just wanted to be. And I could never just be. And I'm going back and talking about all this stuff because I'm really realizing that a lot of my, like, current, like, fears and, like, deep-rooted shit is, like, has to do with all this shit. Like, so, at this point in by third grade, I had figured out, essentially what my life was or was going to be. So I had my shit down to a, like, skill. Like, I could have my bag packed And like I hated always having to leave like all my shit, you know. But I had to be able to pack a bag and get out in 10 minutes. So I had gotten to a point where I could do that. Like I would get as comfortable as I could in a place, in a room or whatever, as far as like having my shit in dressers and, just, but I had to be able to fucking know that I was going to get what I needed, that I could not leave behind. I think that's why. Oh shit. I bet that's why I have to have like 2 or 3 bags with me everywhere I go. Like that's what the dude that I'm staying at his house, Saeed, he says that he thinks I was a gypsy in one of my lives, because like I literally, anytime I'm coming in or out, I've got a backpack, a purse, and usually another bag, like notebooks and fucking massage stuff, like all like I like to have my shit with me. Um, and I bet that's why, because if I wasn't able to go back, at least I know I've got, which I don't carry the stuff I need. It's not like that, but I think just that whole concept maybe is like just like in me or something. Because now that I think about it, Michael used to get pissed at me for stuff like that. Really? Like, why do you have to fucking bring all that? We're just going to the store. I'm like, I don't know. You might throw me out of the car. I don't know. I never said that, but it definitely probably was a subconscious fear for sure. I remember in 3rd grade, the first boy I ever had a crush on. Well, no, that's a lie, because my very first memory is being under a bookshelf in kindergarten and kissing a boy. Like it was like, all I remember is everybody saying, "You're not going to do it, you're not going to do it." And we're like, "Yeah, we are." And then we crawled from opposite sides or something and was under something and like pecked, and then hurry and got out because it was nap time or whatever. I don't fucking know. But that's my first memory. I don't know where that just came from. Um, Oh, because so 3rd grade is the first time like I remember actually like really having a crush on someone. And I'm not sure what ethnicity he was. Um, I think he was Korean, but I'm not positive. Because I was so young, and mom just had horrible names for them. Like she called them, like I don't even want to say. Like she just very whatever, and she'd be, "Oh, why do you like blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "Why are you calling him that? Like, like he's so cute and he's so sweet and he's the first person that ever smiled at me." And like, like because I see people and their soul. I don't see what fucking the exterior, like it, whatever. So then we moved. She moved me to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I was one of 3 white people in the entire school. I was the only blonde white girl in the entire school. When I tell you, the teachers, all the staff, the kids, everyone hated me. Like, oh God. God, I hated that place. It was so scary. Like, just, and not like scary, like physically threatening scary, but I think for my soul, I've always struggled so fucking hard with people not liking me. Like, if I know that someone doesn't like me, like, that in the past legit would lead me to like a depressive state. And it, like, I wouldn't strive to try to get them to like me. I would just go straight into self-hatred, because obviously there's something wrong with me if this person doesn't like me. And I mean, phew, unfortunately have been like that my whole life, and I've worked very, very hard just very recently on trying to understand and discover what it is in me that has that so deeply rooted, so that I may be able to comfort her and heal her, so that we don't give a fuck if you don't like us, because we're here to live our goddamn life too. You know? You know? But anyhow, I digress. So, yeah. So you got third grade, fourth grade, and then we go to Indiana. Paoli, Indiana, I thought I was going to be there forever. Like, and God, when she took me away from there, I, I thought I hated her for it. For a long time, I did. Because I felt like life was so great. And I knew, oh my God. Oh, dude, I think Bob was kind of like her. Okay, so we went to Indiana because of Mark, I think his name was. Um, that's the trucker that she had met, at the bar when we had left Louisiana, gone back to Florida. I think we lived in like 7 of the trailers in that one trailer park. Like, the woman could not fucking stay still to save her fucking life. And I still don't fully know what that was. I'm sure that will be discovered through all this as well, but she could not stay still. So she meets Mark, and she informs me that we're moving to Indiana and that we're coming up to North Carolina. She's going to drop me off at my dad's for 6 months, and she's going to go to Indiana. She's going to get life figured out, situated, get the home, whatever, and then come back and get me. Oh, at this point, my brother, okay, so my brother already lived with my dad, because, so us leaving, oh, fuck, yeah, see, oh, this is why I'm telling my story, because this is going to help me figure out how to tell it without having to go back and forth. So Mom got married, before we went to Florida the first time. Mom had gotten married again. I think I was like 5. No, I was like 6. Yeah, my brother was 5, and she had gotten married to Lanny. Lanny was a horrible person. I have very few memories from there. One of my memories is me and Brad was supposed to be raking pine needles to the base of the tree. He came home from work. We apparently didn't do a sufficient job, and he had us pinned up against the tree and was beating us with a rake. And then my mom came out and found him and fucking started beating on him, and then he started beating her, and she yelled for us to go to our secret spot. We had a secret spot in the woods behind the house, and there was a creek back there, and there was like, how the tree will grow off the bank of the creek, and it'll be like a big hole under it. It's like the little fairy hole or whatever. Well, we had one of those in the back, and like that was our secret spot. That's where we go when Mom was like trying to get him to stop beating us, or whatever. Like that was like our spot to go. So if, and if Mom couldn't find us, and if we weren't coming to her when she yelled for us, she knew that meant that we were back there hiding, and we knew not to respond to our names being yelled, because she had already taught us that. And only in the past couple years, before I finally had to just cut my brother off completely because of threats to kill me and whatever the fuck, he had told me some more details as to like what went down there. Like that guy. Another memory, I had two other memories of that house. Him beating us with the rake, and then I remember him moving the toaster one time and crumbs being under it, and so he fucking picked up the toaster and chucked it across the fucking kitchen, and then started beating my mom, and we ran out back to our spot. And then I remember coming home. I don't know, I guess I was at a friend's or something, coming home one day, and my brother was in the bathtub and he was singing. And I came around the corner and I saw Lanny standing there with a big, Brad had a big plastic bucket that was like full to the rim of Hot Wheels. And he was just sitting there chucking the fucking Hot Wheels at my brother's naked little body in the bathtub from like the doorway. Brad said he used to strap him down in his bed and do that to him when he was in his bed too. And then I think she was with him almost a year, and he beat her so bad one night, was beating her and Brad, and I wasn't there. And Brad just kept begging for mom, can we please just leave? And did. They were trying to get to the car. She got Brad in the car, and then she was trying to get in the car. He fucking slammed the door and like shattered her fucking forearm in the door, but she still managed to fucking get, in the car and get away. And she says that my brother stopped being a child after that night, and that she could see, like, would not, he wouldn't sleep, he wouldn't anything, he was always just 100% like on guard, trying to watch out and take care of me and mom, and like wouldn't do anything, would not go play, nothing, no matter what. So she had talked to my dad and decided that it would be best for my brother to go live with my dad, because he needed a male role model. He needed someone to show him that that shit was wrong and not right, and that there are good men, and he needed somewhere he could be a kid, and blah, blah, blah. And that didn't go how she foresaw. My stepmom just started beating on him. She always make us go sit on our hands on the bed while they ate, and then we could come clean the kitchen and eat after they did. And like all this fucking weird, just manipulative, sick, twisted shit that like you can't actually get in trouble for. Kind of shit I feel like happened a lot to me and my brother. So that's why he's not in any of the stories for the, Florida, Louisiana, Indiana. He wasn't in any of those places with me. Um, we came back. So my mom, like I said, I was in Indiana for like a year and a half. And Joanna who is Aunt Mo's daughter, my sister essentially, kind of, sort of. Um, Mom got a call from Aunt Mo right before seventh grade that summer. And Aunt Mo said Conrad is moving to start at a new school this year. She's never done that before. She's gone to the same school her whole life, and now seventh grade she has started a new school. Will you and Andrea please move down here? Since Andrea has started new school so much, she could come down here and start a new school with Joanna, so Joanna don't have to do it alone. I fucking cried. I cried and cried and cried. I begged. You promised. You swore like I was going to be in marching band. I had just had someone had just designed my very own flag. I was doing like flag girl stuff. I was in band. I had friends I went and stayed the night with. Like I had never had that in my life. Like if I did, it was Joanna. Like that, it was family. There was no whatever. And like I fucking loved my life. I mean, besides the fact that like our homes were never that great or whatever, and there's always bad shit at night and whatever, but I had friends and I had a purpose, and like, people were excited for me to show up and stuff, and I had never had that. So, like, why does she have to matter more than me? You told me we could stay and you'd never make me leave. And I find it so strange now, because if I think back, like, Joanna was always my everything. Like, I fucking loved Joanna so much. Like, never wanted to be away from her. And I find it very, very strange that, like, this was a let's go back so you can be with Joanna. And I was broken by the fact that the promises that were made to me, for me, didn't matter anymore. That Joanna instantly took priority. And I think the reason why that hurt me so much is because that was something that had already happened, or been like a I always felt like I knew that my mom loved Joanna more than me. I don't know why I really felt that so deeply, but I did. So anyways, yeah, whatever. That was hard. So here we come back to North Carolina, starting 7th grade. And I mean, it was good, like, I was glad to be with Joanna, whatever. So, probably 6 months after we came back, I had made a friend, Tiffany, and she was coming to stay the night. Got off the bus, and so another little tip or whatever the fuck. My whole life, my mom was in a bathtub more than she wasn't. I feel like any time I came home from school, mom's in a bathtub. Mom was always in a bathtub. She had a lot of pain all throughout her body, which I'm now realizing, like, yeah, probably is a lot of the similar things that I deal with. But we came home from school on the bus in 7th grade, dude. And mom was in the bathtub, 12-pack of Budweiser by the bathtub, only 2 of them still full in there. Come in, like, hey, mom. Hey. She was like, I can't fucking get up. I was like, what? She's like, I can't get up, I've tried. I was like, oh, God. I'm like, hey, y'all are going to have to help me get mom out of the tub. Tiffany's like, what are you talking about? This poor girl. What are you talking about? So I come in there and I'm like, all right, mom, we'll get you out. And she's like, no, it's not going to work. I'm like, yes, it will. Like, we've done this. I got you. Like, whatever. No, it's not going to work. Get my purse. Get your purse. Yeah, get my purse. I said, okay, I got her purse. Grab my wallet out of there in that mirror case. I grab it out. She's like, have any of y'all chopped out a line yet? I was like, come again? Like, bitch, I was still playing with Barbie dolls. Like, not like really, but like doing their hair, cutting their hair off and shit. Like, I was still a kid at this point. So she asked again, have any of y'all ever chopped out a line? Tiffany goes, I have. I've had to do it for my sister. I was like, ooh, what is chopping a line? What are we talking about? Mom's like, good, here, hand this to her. So I hand the stuff to Tiffany, and she's like, okay. Mom's like, the bag's in the wallet in this pocket, and then open, you got the mirror and the straw and the razor blades in there. I'm like, what the fuck are we, a straw and a like, I had no understanding at all what the fuck was about to happen. Tiffany's like, okay. She pulls out a bag of powder, starts dumping it out on the mirror, chopping it, put it. She said, how many lines? Mom said, do 4. Tiffany's eyes got big. She said, yes, ma'am. She did 4. I was like, this is weird. Like, there's 4 of us, but what does that, like, I did not know what was happening. Like, in my brain, I'm like, is this like BC powders that mom's like, I was so confused. So confused. Mom says, all right, Tiffany, you chopped it out. You can take the first one. Tiffany said, okay, sweet. Sniffed it. I was like, ooh, what? Huh? Like, I was so confused. Like, why would someone put powder in their nose? Like, when I tell you how stupid, I know that I looked and sounded because, like, I was so fucking lost. Tiffany and mom goes, all right, here, let me do mine. Andrea, hold me up. I fucking go around, put my arms under her fucking shoulders and like lift her up to sit up. Tiffany hands her the straw. Mom leans down, sniffs it, makes a sound. I shit you not, like 10 seconds later, mom jumps up out of that tub like she ain't never drank nothing in her life. I was floored. I was like, what in the actual fuck is happening? Mom goes, all right, Joanna. And Joanna said, no, I'm not. Natural only for me. I was like, natural only? What do you mean natural? What are we talking about? Joanna leaves the room. And mom goes, all right, here, Andrea. I was like, no, natural. I don't know. What? I don't understand. And mom's like, Andrea, just fucking do it. And I'm like, no, mama, I don't want to. I don't want to. Like, I don't understand what it is. Blah, 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 whatever. Andrea Michaela, do it now. I was like, Mom, what the fuck? I don't. She's like, you'll like it when it's done. I promise. Just do it. Whatever. Fucking lean down, sniff it. I screamed, dude, when I tell you. Oh, my poor little nasal cavities. That shit burned so fucking bad. It felt like it was just, it felt like it lit the whole right side of my brain on fire, dude. Oh, God, it was the worst feeling. The worst. I was crying. And mom starts laughing, making fun of me, trying to get Tiffany to join her and laughing at me because look how weak I am, blah, blah, blah. So, oh my God. And that led to, 4 hours later, I'm on my hands and knees scrubbing the motherfucking color off the tile on the kitchen floor. Like, dude. Oh my God. And it went from there. She had me on meth till 19, I think. And that was me finally leaving. I had left a few times when I was 16, when I was 17. Always ended up having to come back. So I was hungry or, fucking needed a bed to sleep in or something. So, yeah. So when I was 13, my mom forced me to do meth and kept me on meth for several years. Almost died a couple times. I know I had gotten down to 93 pounds when I was in 9th grade, I think. I remember I was with a friend up in Asheville, and we were like in the car and stopped traffic. And I remember seeing a man coming down on foot down the center of the road, like in between the two lanes of cars. And I found it very, very strange. And he was like looking straight at me and just walk. It was like he was walking straight for me and like nothing else around him mattered. And it started freaking me the fuck out. And a dude came up, slammed his hand on the fucking hood, stared at me, said something, and then all of a sudden he was gone. I was like, who the fuck? I was like, did you see that? What the fuck just happened? She's like, what are you talking about? She never saw this person, apparently. I just found some raspberries or some blackberries or something. I gotta remember that later in the season. Dang, there's lots. So I guess I hallucinated that. And she was very, very concerned. I hadn't eaten in 9 days. I hadn't slept or eaten in 9 days. I was 15 years old. And so she took me back to my mom. We were living in a camper in my grandma's driveway. She had them hold me down while she forced plain yogurt and a banana down my throat. I couldn't eat. Anytime I tried to eat or drink anything, it felt like the roof of my mouth, my throat, everything would like, I always said that it was raw. Like it felt raw. Like it felt like open skin or something. Like I could not. It hurt so bad to try to eat or drink anything. Water, I could kind of do. I think about day 7, it was even hard for me to like get water to go down without excruciating pain. So anyway, she had Zora and a couple people, my brother, I think, they all held me down while she shoved yogurt and a banana down my mouth, saying that I had to eat. And I think it was like maybe 30 minutes. And all of a sudden I sat up. I was like, ooh. I was like, oh my God, I feel so much better. Seriously, I was like, damn. I felt like $1,000,000 essentially compared to like how I felt before. So mom's like, good. All right. So you want a line? Like, what the fuck? Now that when I think back on this shit, I'm just like, oh my God. Like I could not imagine at all. Like, oof. So yeah, there's all that. So when I had like dropped out of school, I think I dropped out like 3 times or something, because I would be already failing, because my whole life, my mom, like, she had severe codependency disorder, obviously. And so there's a lot of different times where my mom would beg me not to go to school. Beg me. And she would start crying. She'd say, I'm going to kill myself if you go. I can't be without you, blah, blah, blah. And this was like if I wanted to go to a friend's house and she didn't have somebody to hang out with, or, you know, if I had to go to school. I'm thinking now is probably like, you know, she was probably like on her period or something like that, like when she would beg me to stay home with her. And she did it so much that, you know, I ended up failing like every year, but then they, you know, somehow I would end up convincing them or something to let me, you know, pass or whatever. So yeah. Where was I? We're in 7th grade. Hooked on meth, almost died. 9th grade, still. Okay, so 9th grade is when we got the Naples house. And a lot of the houses from my childhood have names just like the street they were on or town or whatever. So the Naples house was like, that was like the biggest, bestest anything ever. that I had ever lived in. Like, we were just so amazed that mom got that house. I remember it was $800 a month for rent, and I mean it was a big 3 bedroom house. Like, it really wasn't that big, but a home and not a fucking trailer. So I guess that's probably what it was about it that we loved so much. So this house is this is when we start. She had already gave me mushrooms. Was that 8th grade? I think she had me doing mushrooms, acid, coke, drinking, ice, crank. All that was all before high school. And then let's see. I'm trying to remember where. Oh no, because I started high school living in the woods. That's right. So 8th grade, we lived in this really, really shitty fucking trailer park that was just full of fucking crackheads, cokeheads, whatever. Had a bunch of bad shit happen there. She was with the Mike, and this guy, dude, he was like awful person. Used to beat her all the time. One point, he went to prison and then sent her letters. He had a picture of me and a full letter written out of everything that he was going to have done to me. He was going to have me raped and killed and thrown in a ditch and all this other stuff, and then mailed her a picture of my brother with a bullseye on his head, saying he's going to have him killed, whatever, like when we're leaving school or whatever. Like, awful shit. Like, shit that, like, I'm pretty sure she went to the cops with. And then 2 years later, this dude's out of prison and living in our home. Like, what? So, yeah, she was with him in the summer of 8th grade. She wasn't able to get us a home. So we got a bunch of tents and went up into the Pisgah National Forest. We lived up there, I think like April to like November, I want to say. I started 9th grade living in a tent. Like, took a fucking hoe bath in the creek and went to school. So yeah, there's that. And I don't know. I kind of hit a brain fart or something. My eye is really fucking bugging me. I don't know. I need something to drink though. Let's see. Started in the woods and we got out of the woods. Aw. Brain fart, and I can't see. I'm gonna see if anybody's even here and see what y'all are saying. Oh, it's so hot. Oh my god, my bear tootsies on the basketball court. Oh, okay, all better. Now we gotta go again. Ow, oh, gotta toughen those bad boys up. Oh, wow, that shade feels remarkable on my eyeball. Look at this fucking thing, y'all. Like, seriously? Why? Oh, people are here that know me with the blue hearts. What? Who are we? 47, 48. Oh, Ken. Everybody's here, or was here. What's up? Hey, guys, are you still here? How are we doing? What's up? How are we? I miss you. I miss you. I'm so glad y'all came. Hey guys. you're still here. Hey, Selena, my love. Listening to my story. Am I doing all right so far? I've been trying to tell my story for so long. And that's not even like the part of the story I'm supposed to be like really telling, because I need to get to the part of why I am where I am in life. But we're going to get there. What this day is. Like, I am making this day my day to tell the world my story. It might end up taking all day, but... Nice. Thank you. I need something. Like, I need sustenance. But... Ooh, I do have a fruit bar. I'm so hungry. I wish I could afford to feed me.
You're looking at me? It sure looks like it. You probably texted. Hello? Okay, he was looking at me, but he's on the job. It's alright. Just very focused.
People are getting weird at the park.
I was waving at you. You're texting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you need to keep those girls close to you, Pops, because that dude's fucking weird. I get so fucking overprotective, dude. I'll be like, there was one night I don't know if me and Drakar had come here together, if I just saw him here. I can't remember. But it was like getting dark. It was like 8:45, like wasn't dark yet, but it was getting there. And when it gets dark here, it gets dark like quick. Because I'm in the mountains, so as soon as the sun goes down behind the mountain, it's like, you know, that's it. And there was these two girls. Oh hell. There was these two girls that were like, they look like teenagers, like maybe late teens, early 20s or something. And they like pulled up beside each other at the park, and they parked and get out of their cars to go for a walk. I was like, ooh, I was like, what are they doing? I was like, I can't leave. What did they do? I told your car, I was like, I feel like a mama bear. Like, I cannot. Home bums live in this park, and like, you know, it's dangerous. People need to not be, I don't know, whatever. I just went on one. What was it talking about? Where am I going? God, I needed this. I needed shade very badly. Mmm. Oh my goodness. I feel like that really just teased me. Dang it, my drinks got warm. Shit. Alright. I gotta figure out food. I might have to get off here so I can use my phone and then get back on. Let's go this way. Ooh, got a lot of trash shoved in here. Oh my goodness, hello, love. Oh my gosh, thank you. I hate it. I'm trying to love it because y'all are being so sweet about it. But, you know, we come from the days of people being made fun of for orange hair. You know? Like, you fucking box dye your shit in the late 90s, early 2000s. You were getting made the fuck fun of for your orange hair. And now I got all y'all like, oh my god, it looks so beautiful. And I'm like, whenever I did it, I was like, well, I can't go in the world anymore. Like, like, well, I guess that's my time. So thank you. I appreciate you. I want to tone it though. Like, I got all sorts of flowers all over the place right now. Oh, how are you, my love? I did disappear for a little while. It has been, oh, pardon me. I most definitely went back into my fear place for a little bit. Oh, man, I wish that was my back and not the seat. That would have been awesome.
Let's find a power source, charge your phone.
Is my phone about to die? Is that what it just said? Oh, oh my god, I told it to do that and it did it. I forgot I set that up. I asked it to let me know at 21%, or yeah, I think 21%. I told it to like tell me, hey, you're at this percent and you should probably plug up your phone so you can go live. And then when my phone's charged, it'll be like, okay, you're nice and charged. Unplug the charger and go live. I've been having it do that for like 3 or 4 days. I'm just now and making myself go live. Oh. But yes, I gotta figure out how to feed me real quick because that was not sufficient. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna jump and head down the mountain. I want to end it on a song, but then I won't be able to make this go live. I shouldn't fuck that up because this time will definitely help. I'm still only at like 1,600 watch time hours, y'all. I'm almost at 1.2 thousand subscribers. Oh my God. I don't judge. But I feel like y'all have to see this. Talk to y'all. Oh no! Why did it freeze like that? I'm gonna sit here and talk to y'all and let y'all see this beauty. Like it is. Maybe orange hair is in right now, you know? Here you go. Oh wow. I feel like the camera didn't do it justice. It is phenomenal, y'all. Like it, like long orange hair, black sideburns with a belly like nobody's business, but you got like pants on, and then you got cowboy boots with a tucked in t-shirt. Oh, and driving a big ass Tundra. Oh yeah, my brain is confused. Was he gay? I mean, it don't matter, but was he? Intriguing. Oh, my bad. I'm losing people because I'm judging. I'm sorry. I'm a people watcher. Love me anyway. Alright, guys. Yeah, I'm going to jump off here, jam out, and hurry and get down the mountain so I can get back on and tell the rest of my story. Because I got us up to high school, right? Yeah, we went from birth to high school. So I'm gonna take like an hour break and get back on, and we're gonna go from high school to present. Hey, the back of your car's wide open? The fuck are you doing? Huh? Why is he just driving with the back hatch of his Durango wide open? There ain't even anything sticking out. Weird. Alright, I love you guys, and I'll be back, like, real quick. And hopefully this lag shit will be fixed, because that shit's getting real annoying. Alright, I love you so much. Love you, love you, love you. Thank you for coming to see me. Oh, in like an hour. Love you, bye.